Hi, hello everyone. We are live. How's everybody doing out there?
Choo choo choo!
Hey. Oh wow.
I've been waiting to say that. I decided I wanted to go choo choo choo.
You know what's funny? Is it cut out for me? So all I saw was.
Yeah, it did cut out a little bit.
Yeah. I think
I'm
Discord
sorry.
cut her off.
was
Yeah,
like,
so,
she's having some sort
there's
of
noise
fit.
gates you have to deal with here.
Well, I said choo choo choo.
And just like today's date, today's episode is also a palindrome.
252. That's correct.
All right, I did not understand your sad dinosaur meme.
Oh, baby shark choo 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 choo.
You don't know the Baby Shark song?
No.
Because
Oh.
it's literally just baby shark do 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 do. But they changed it to twos.
And then it just repeats that over and over and over again.
Is
Well,
this
no, they
like,
eventually
is this
introduced
like
the
a
mom and
YouTube
dad.
thing for the kids?
Yeah.
It's a children's.
It's
It's
a-
a children's song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a children's fucking empire at this point.
Yeah.
When I go to visit my niece and nephew in Vegas, they're right at that age. So I discovered what Baby Shark was like 2 years after Baby Shark was already kind of.
Oh, so this
out
isn't
there.
a recent thing.
No.
Baby Shark's been around
Yeah,
for a
It's
while.
just kind of been around.
So I was privy to experience the Baby Shark playlist of all Baby Shark songs. There's more than one. Didn't know that going in.
Huh.
My first criticism and biggest criticism as I was sitting there like playing with them back and forth, and then like the next song comes on, and about like 30 seconds into that song I turn to my sister and I'm like, it's the same song,
Same melody,
They're
different
just-
words.
same melody, but they only change like one word in the scheme. So it's like the first one's Baby Shark, and it goes through the family. But then it's like Baby Car, vroom, 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 vroom.
I am bored. I am bored. Like, shit like that. No?
No. What I
Baby car.
Baby Car, vroom, 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 vroom.
Are we in the Cars universe finally? Says Cornbread.
Baby T-Rex,
Rar.
something like that. But like, there are several songs
Yeah.
that is all the same cadence and melody, but they just change like the subject.
Yeah.
Look. Kids have short attention spans. They need a simple song, same melodies.
Repetitive.
Yes, it has to be repetitive so they understand it. They know how to repeat it and just go on from there.
Yeah,
Baby cat meow 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 meow.
probably. I turned to my sister. I'm like, it's the same fucking song, because I can curse around our kids.
Baby
she goes-
shark.
she goes,
Oops.
Yeah,
Oops.
they're
Oops.
they're kids. What do you expect? And that shut me up.
Yeah.
Then they got to the remixes.
Shit.
Then at least I was like, okay,
Stop
well at least
yourself.
this is a different
Oh,
melody.
is that the one with the bass drop? I think I started dying when I saw a TikTok of it. Like, the beat dropped so fucking hard, and I was like, okay, this I can do.
Baby Shark goes hard when its techno remix is out. Like some deep bass.
Yeah, it's like it bumps. It
Skrillex
fucking
says Baby Shark.
I guarantee there's at least maybe 2 years ago, there were DJs dropping in Baby Shark.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Yeah.
drops just for the fun of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You remember that in the clubs?
I remember hearing a remix, and I liked it.
Baby's
Shane,
first
For
EDM.
EDM.
Shame. I'm
Oh, Coco
aware
Melon.
of the word Cocomelon.
Ugh.
I do not know what it is, but I do know that is the next thing that my niece is into now.
I
Yeah,
always
but it's
remember
not.
Coco
it's not the
Melon's
kids
that
thing.
little white. It's like the little white bald baby, and then there's a
Nope, that's Caillou.
no, there is a Coco Melon with a little white kid. It's a little white bald kid. Hold on.
Man, I don't know
You're thinking
children's
of
shows.
Charlie Brown.
I went to
as we've established with Steph, it's got to be either black or white. So
Oh my
It's true.
God.
That's
I
true.
went-
Steph,
Rude. Hold on. Coco melon. I remember seeing people.
don't get mad at
into
things you
cocoa.
said.
yes, this is the thing you said.
I freaking told you. Yeah, little bald kid, little bald white kid. Coco melon.
There's
That's just the
And
baby.
Well, that's the
To be fair,
baby, and then the
there's-
giant watermelon with the face.
there's a lot of bald white kids
Yeah.
in children's media.
Tommy Pickles.
the other watermelon. The
That's not a
watermelon.
watermelon.
It's because my backpack is
backpack?
picking up the colors.
Oh,
But it's-
gotcha.
That's supposed to be
Yeah,
Yeah, it's green.
I understand that. Yeah, yes, Leland.
What the fuck's a
Old
Tommy
Childless Man?
Pickles?
From
From
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Oh, that one you should know.
Why would I know that?
From Rugrats.
Have you ever watched Rugrats?
No.
Granted,
I was way too old for that.
Yeah,
shit.
it's true. He was at least 20 when that show came out.
Yeah, wait. What the fuck would I know what a Tommy Pickles is?
Do you
I'm
know
not-
what a Doug
it's-
Funny
it's-
is and a Patty Mayonnaise?
No.
Oh,
Steph, again, he was 20 when those shows came out.
do you know what Real Monsters is?
Steph, 20 when these shows came out.
Our Real Monsters actually it should be a thing. You should check out.
What year did these things begin?
These are like early 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s Nicktoons.
Well, early '90s, I was still a child, so I like.
They were all on Nick.
Like, these are
Nickelodeon.
these are things that are shooting right below your age at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would have thought
1991 for Rugrats.
that wow. But I would have
Okay,
thought
I was
that
I was still a child.
I would think
was
that
like
some
20.
exposure would still hit you.
And that, granted, in 91, me and Steph were one.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't
sorry,
have to.
sorry, two. We were two.
You didn't have to come out here and just like shame me and Leland out here. Leland's already driving a car at that point.
Leland already has a 401k at that point.
I'm having sex. I got a 3-pack a day habit. Yeah. So, I mean, look, 15 was really rough for me.
It was rough for all of us.
Well, I'm trying to
When you
think
got the
like
black lung from working in the mines for so long.
yeah. 91. I mean, I probably was just still watching like the Disney Afternoon and calling it a day. Like Nickelodeon shows to me at that time were beneath me. Like they were no, because their animation was crap compared to like the Disney and the Warner Brothers. So I was like, oh, these are like lesser cartoons. I don't want to watch these. Also,
I
I
don't-
don't think I had like Nickelodeon
Yeah.
at my house. Maybe.
Like, out of all the
Channel
Nicktoons,
33.
yes,
I
Channel
remember that
33
much.
on Time Warner Cable. Anyway,
Yeah.
62 was Cartoon Network and 63 was the Disney
Yeah, it
Channel.
was. And 34 was
47 on
USA.
Cox.
Yeah, like Rovi's right. They were gross, wiggly line shows. Like there was no. I was like, come on, draw it properly. You know.
Hey, put some respect on Hey Arnold. That show had the best music of
Do
any
you know
show.
I know
what
that
Hey
one.
Arnold is?
I know what that is. I've never watched it, but I know what that is.
Oh, Hey Arnold had such great
Is that the
music.
guy that also? No, Captain Underpants. Was that a show too, or was that just a book?
I don't remember the book.
There was
Both? I think there's
There's a movie.
Like little movies.
there's a movie starring Kevin Hart as Captain Underpants. It's an animated movie.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, he's short enough.
Take that, Kevin Hart.
Suck it, Kevin Hart.
Stop going in the jungle with the Rock. No.
I'm taller than you.
How's everyone feel? Oh, how's everyone feel about Grown Up Arthur since the final episode of Arthur aired?
I didn't
Yes,
watch it.
Leland. Nobody watched it, Steph.
Is that the Aardvark thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
with the fish.
Okay, I'm gonna say I know what that is from you guys. Like I'm gonna still say I don't really know what it is. The rat is gay? What? So much
Mr.
is happening in the
Ratburn?
chat.
Is that Mr. Ratburn?
Was he like a Mr. Furley?
I don't know. Who's Mr. Furley?
I've only just
I'm so old.
today. I've only just today seen like memes of this,
Yeah.
and you're telling me this is the last episode? Like they did
Yes, they did a 20 years later thing for the last episode.
Okay.
Wait,
when did that when did that happen?
Wait, hold on, stop. Before you're questioning it, so you're saying they did a cartoon,
Yes.
and then 20 years later, instead of just redoing it, they were like, well, we're just going to pick it up 20
no.
years in this Aardvark's life.
No,
What Rocco did.
Right.
It's like it's been going. Like,
Oh yeah, it has. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
The show has not stopped.
Yes, Arthur
Got
has
it.
just
It's
been
PBS.
going. Yeah,
My favorite.
Nobody can stop PBS.
they have unlimited money at this
Oh,
point
yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite
because of viewers
episode
like you.
was
I'm
Backstreet
Laura Linney,
Boys
and this is
episode?
PBS. Yeah.
and the musical one. You know,
I've never watched a single episode of Arthur.
those
Neither
two are
have
my
I.
favorites.
It looked like bad
When did-
animation. I'm not into it.
They
When did this air? Because like I said, I just today started seeing things, and I legit thought like, oh, are they doing some kind of like
96.
new Arthur?
Okay.
96.
I also, Corum is correct. I also heard Steph say a Backstreet Boy episode.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had a Backstreet Boy
Yeah,
episode.
they
yes.
made a Backstreet
Okay.
Boys episode, and it was exactly like I want it that way, but
Yes.
but
Animals,
Arthur
various
style.
animals.
And it literally, it's the exact I want it that way video, but Arthur animation, and it's so fucking good. It's one of my favorite
Like
episodes.
it's like a 1-to-1 of the video, but
Yeah.
animated in the Arthur style. Which I've seen clips. I haven't watched that
It's so
episode.
good.
Are-
It's
gonna be
are you? Wait, hang on. Are you drinking straight sake right now?
This is gonna be trouble.
This conversation is good.
I don't have it. I got water. I don't have shit to join you guys.
My gentleman's jack is so low now.
I could join you in another way, but
Oh, okay, you're drinking soju. Straight soju is what's happening.
Straight soju. Yeah. After work, I got I went to hit my my Thai joint, which is called the Thai joint. And they
kind of ties do they have?
Long, mostly long, small selection of skinny ties. But they had like just a little sign, green grape soju. I'm like, I've never had green grape soju.
Delicious.
So I bought one, and
It's just grape juice.
yeah, it's just juice.
And it'll get you
at
drunk.
13%.
yeah,
It'll
you
get
should
you
go to
drunk.
H Mart and get all the soju. It's so cheap. It's like $2.99, $3.99 a bottle.
Yeah.
So that's going to be happening tonight. We'll see where we end up at the end.
Sounds
I
fun.
did just have a full meal, so probably not like anniversary level drunk, but
Yeah, I loved Arthur.
yeah. I've also never watched an Arthur.
Yeah.
I think it's like
I thought this
so you
was a
said
new show.
you said 91, so like yeah, I'm
96.
watching the Disney afternoon. No, I'm going back.
Oh,
I'm,
gotcha,
I'm moving
yeah.
past this Aardvark thing.
One more back.
But like 92, that's when the Batman series starts, and that's from here on out. I don't give a fuck. You know,
It's all Fox after that.
yeah, it's like so. Like I skipped this whole thing. Like I didn't know what the fuck a Dora Explorer was until like 15 years
Okay.
ago.
Hang on. That is younger than me and Steph. Like,
Do you see
Yeah,
the
no,
cell
I'm
phone?
not-
It's
What is she
over
getting at?
here, Dora.
No, she's
that
doing
that
the
happens
Dora.
in
Oh,
Dora
okay.
Explorer.
I was like,
Dora,
ha-
Dora breaks the fourth wall.
it happens
Yeah.
in the movie. And
Oh, it's so funny.
goddamn
It's really
funny.
I didn't know. I thought Steph literally was telling me, like, do you see my cell phone? I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
yes.
no.
Why
That
do
was-
I care about your cell phone?
That was straight up a genuine funny bit in the Dora the Explorer movie.
That Dora movie is legit a fun time.
Yeah,
It
it's
is-
funny.
it is really
fun.
good.
It's fun.
It's legit a fun time, and I would recommend if it's there for free, do it.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Not to go back on your Thai conversation, but Scott found a Thai place last week where he told me about when we have not tried it yet, but it's called High on Thai.
I like that.
God, I hope they have like CBD seasonings,
I thought that name was very funny after you said yours. So I was like,
CBD sauce, a little green parsley on top.
That'd be great. Chat.
I mean, like when did I don't know, because cartoons, like for me, like because Batman started, and then it was just like then you had like gargoyles,
Yeah.
and then
the
shit
golden
like that.
the golden
So-
era
Fucking
of
Renaissance.
Yeah.
So I started watching that stuff, and I was still watching like He-Man and G.I. Joe and Transformers and stuff because they would play that shit on reruns like all the time. When did Saturday morning cartoons stop?
I think
That's
they're
not
still
a
going.
thing anymore.
I think like in the mid-aughts.
Actually, yeah, that
I mean, they still play them, but it's not like
yeah. It's not like
it
an
was
event
like-
anymore.
it was a
and
was
now-
a thing. Like Saturday
Yeah.
morning cartoons,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to be
Yeah.
here from 8
All through the
a.m.
90s.
until Solid Gold starts, and then you know it's time to leave. You know,
Time to go outside.
Yeah.
I think
times.
I think somewhere in the aughts it goes away, and I think at this point streaming just put whatever nail in whatever coffin that it was already being buried in.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
Steph, I got a great idea. Now this could be a podcast or a live show. This is what we do though. You and me, we watch Batman the Animated Series because it's gonna be your first time doing that,
So good.
and you
Oh,
get
yeah, I
to
haven't
and you
watched
get
that.
to experience like one of the best, all-time best, like animated shows.
Yeah, I have
It's
not,
good.
I have not watched that.
It gets a lot of praise, and trust me, I'm one of those people. I have tattoos with them, but like
Yeah.
the good overtake the bad. But when it's a bad episode,
Oh yeah,
it's a
yeah.
real bad episode.
It's true.
like to the point where you're like, this is unfucking watchable. Like,
But there will be episodes. Like if you actually like commit to this and watch them and get like invested, there will be episodes that will draw so many tears from your face. Like
I'm interested to watch Steph play the Batman games, having
yeah, I
no knowledge
read
of
that.
what
That's a
Batman
deal.
is. Like, yeah.
It's a deal right now.
like-
on
she knows
PlayStation.
what a Batman.
Well, no, she knows what Batman is, but like she doesn't know like the full history
Yeah.
of things. So like,
Yeah,
like
'cause
when Poison Ivy comes out and says something, Steph will be like, "Oh, that's a mean green lady," but she's not gonna get what's going on.
yeah,
you
and
know?
also like the Arkhamverse is basically a continuation of the animated,
the animated
series.
series.
Like, and you know for sure if it's A, Kevin Conroy's there, and B, what's the name of the sorcerer that keeps on resurrecting himself? Ra's al Ghul. Thank you, Kevin Conroy. I hated that I called him Roz in the
Oh,
the
no,
Nolan
it's
films.
fucking
I hated it so
stupid.
much.
I hate it, yeah.
His name is goddamn Ra's al Ghul.
yeah, it's Christopher Nolan, this goddamn pretentious bullshit films. Ooh, I'm gonna make Batman boring.
See now I don't know if I want Steph to watch the animated series first or play through Arkham first and then watch the animated series or maybe both.
Look, she's not gonna watch
She
it.
could do both.
No, I'm
know some
gonna
psycho?
watch it with her. So
Oh, okay, then she'll
so
watch
it
it.
forces her to watch it.
Yeah, I'm more of a social watcher,
okay.
so I like to
Do 'em-
watch with people because then I like to have conversations about it after. Like I
Do
said, I
both
get different inflections.
And
of
open
stuff.
every Steph tries Batman with like a recap of the last like 2 episodes she watched.
Oh, dude, that'd be so good. Steph, I think we have a YouTube series / Let's Play for you to do.
Okay.
Cornbread, as much as Animaniacs was a forge in my early childhood, it is so pop culture
Oh God, yeah,
stapled into that time.
yeah.
I don't think Steph's gonna get most of the references.
Like,
I think
remember
I think a lot of it would go over her head.
But then I ended up watching like other shows.
yeah.
I just remembered the fingerprints joke.
No, just like I don't know. I don't know. I just when people were watching cartoons, I was watching like I don't know, Saved by the Bell and all the other weird shows that were on.
I mean, Saved by the Bell wasn't weird. It's
Well, like live action. I
Wasn't
wasn't
it?
watching cartoons.
I don't know. I didn't watch Saved by the Bell. I don't want to watch white people and their problems.
I know. I was just about to say there was no people of color on there except like
Yeah.
the two,
Lisa,
like
Lisa
Lisa,
Landry.
Lisa
and,
and
Mario.
Landry.
Yeah.
That's from Smart Guy.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Her,
My bad.
her name was Lisa Turtle, and her real name is
Lisa
Lark
Turtle!
Voorhees.
Lisa
Sorry, sister,
I
Turtle.
always
sister.
thought
No,
that was
no,
so
that's
That's
Smart
what
Guy.
it was.
Her name was
Yeah,
Turtle.
Lisa Turtle. Yep.
Lisa Turtle.
Lisa
I remember
Turtle.
that.
Turtle.
I remember
and
they
Mario
said, "Do the
Lopez,
Lisa."
but that's it. Like they had those.
Sometimes
yeah,
there was
they met the quota.
Speaking
sometimes
of
there was
quotas,
another black character who came onto the show to briefly date Lisa and then disappear again.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
to jump ship. Jordan, you broke my brain this morning when I watched that South Park episode at 6 this morning. It fucking broke my brain. Like I've been thinking about it all fucking day. Like, it is
talking about.
significantly affected my afternoon. Like, I was just like, it's like,
No, like legit.
but that's
Alright.
the joke, and I
Yes.
get that.
Yes.
But I felt so terrible. all
Like,
day.
wait, hang on, Leland. Should we explain what?
Yeah,
what the
because
joke
they're
is?
not going to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
no.
in South Park, season 25, episode 2, they reveal something about the character Tolkien. Now, as my brother and I were watching this episode, we had
Which
a
is
debate.
I wanted to be a fly on the wall of this conversation
Yeah.
so bad.
we had this debate because to me, Tolkien has always been spelled in my head. Oh, Tolkien, like J.R.R. Tolkien, the writer of Lord of the Rings. Because in me, I'm like, why would they name a black character Token Black? That's just way too on the nose. Now, the joke in South Park is that, yes, Tolkien's name, he is named after J.R.R. Tolkien. This entire time, anyone who thought his name was Token Black, they're like, all right, that's kind of stupid. Why would his parents name him Token Black? Like, their last name is Black. They're going to name their child Token? Really? Why would they do that?
Because they have the same logic as the rest of the show.
Like, but like, honest to God, I've always thought his name was Tolkien with the L and the I, like J.R.R. Tolkien. Because, like, again, black character. Why would you name him Tolkien? Why? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I thought that was its own commentary.
And yes, like Niall looked at me just like, "Am I the asshole?" Like,
Well, that's the thing, is Stan is the only one, apparently,
yeah,
that
yeah.
thinks it's Token. And he asks everybody, he's just like, what's his name? And they're like, oh, it's Tolkien. And you mean like the book? They're like, yeah. What did you think it was? And he's like, oh, nah. Like, when he goes to that doctor, the doctor's just like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You should be killed. You're a piece of racist shit. It's just like, oh, God.
And then when they did this, like they put like the doc. You're looking from Stan's perspective, so the doctor's looking directly at the camera.
Yeah.
You thought his name was Token? You piece of shit. Why would you think a black character's name is Token? You horrible piece of shit.
Now, I want to know how many internet videos have already been made about like going back through all the audio.
Oh,
Well, because like if you say Token, oh yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien. Do you hear the L?
yeah, but apparently we've been saying it wrong. It's actually supposed to be pronounced Tolkien.
Yeah, Tolkien.
But no one says it because we're American.
Yeah.
And also no one cares.
Yeah.
It's like-
But yeah, it's so funny.
No. Corm cares a lot. If we know anything about the Discord today, Corm cares a lot about the Lord of the Rings verse.
I do.
Oh.
Why? Did I miss something?
Oh yeah,
Ooh, you missed a lot.
go to TV spoilers in Discord.
Oh, I'd have
In our
to get,
Discord, free to everybody. Just hit us up on any of our social medias.
So
We'll get you inside.
Okay, since we're on this little train, I'm gonna get us into a story. It might be funny. So I would like Steph and Jordan's perspective as the non-white people on the show.
Okay.
Fuck me, I guess.
So, we have a
We
guy
should
I've
have a
mentioned.
segment for Ask a Minority.
No, it's not that kind of thing. But like,
That's question number 1 on the list.
so okay, as you know, it's February. It's Black History Month. All good.
Yes.
So
Shortest month of the year.
So DC Comics decided to put for Black History Month, they put like, I don't know what the term is, and so anyway, hold on. So a customer of mine that I have mentioned to you guys before that comes in, he's the guy that like
You know what? That I'm gonna name that. I'm gonna make that into a segment now.
God damn it, Beck. So like, this customer, when he sends in his list to me, he writes like all the stuff up top, and he goes, oh, also the black people shit, and he writes all the like all the titles. He's a black guy. He's allowed. He
Oh,
tells
okay.
me he's informed me that
okay,
he's
there
allowed
you
to
go.
say this. Yeah, no. Like his name's Jared. He's a good guy. He's a good customer. When he comes in, he always wants to talk about the differences between black comics and white comics. That's kind of his jam.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to write, like black comics for black creators and all that stuff.
Well,
like
see,
so that's his
black
jam.
comics walk like this. And
What
white
comics
they
walk like this?
Okay, so so a couple weeks ago, because he comes in the store and he talks to Miami. You've all met Mike, and he talks to Mike about, because Mike is Cuban, so he always talks about like the race differences or whatever. They get into fun conversations. So
Why can't we call him Cuban Mike?
Oh, Cuban.
because he comes from Miami, I guess that was just what stuck. It's like, or we could just call him Mike. There's now
Nah.
only one.
Cuban
So it's
Miami.
No.
No,
So, make a long story
that'd be
short, which
offensive
is
to gay Mike.
like he fucking listens. This story's already taken on too long. But anyway, so fast forward, Mike was like, "Oh, when there it is, Black Mike."
I remember when I asked him and he didn't know
I
what to
don't-
say.
Oh, we
all
Like,
know,
right
Steph.
Next to Jordan. I was like, oh, so you're Black Mike?
So Miami says, "Oh," he goes, when Jared gets here, he goes, "I'm gonna wish him happy Black History Month." And I was like, "I don't think that's something you wish people." He goes, "Why not?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't have a particular reason why I don't think you should do it. It seems weird because I'm like, I'm not wishing you happy Hispanic Heritage Month." He's like, "But you should." I was like, "All right. Well, then I guess when that comes around, FY September 15th to October
wow.
15th, couldn't even give them a full month. They had to do two halves." Like,
No, they're not real people. Go on.
fuck, this is gonna get so crazy in about 10 seconds.
Jordan
All
out
right.
here feeling himself,
Okay.
being all invulnerable because it's his month.
So, so Jared walks in, and Mike turns around and goes, "Hey, Jared, happy Black History Month." And Jared goes, "Hey, thanks, man." And then they start talking about comics, and they bum off
Yeah.
for a few minutes. And then as Jared's buying his books, he noticed on the one of the comics that's one of the Black-centric character comics, they put, I'm going to say African colors because I don't know, because for it says at the top, "Happy Black History Month."
Oh, and then
Well,
there
what
was this
flag would
color.
you use? And this is Jared's point. This is
Yeah.
where he goes. Jared goes, "What flag is this?" He goes, "Africa doesn't have a flag." He's like, "So what country is this? Just because you slap some yellow and black and orange on there, am I supposed to feel good that you gave the one character one Black History Month?" And Mike was like, "Yeah, that's right. They don't. That is weird. Like, they didn't do it company wide. So not every comic is celebrating Black History Month. Just the ones that are black characters." And to Jared's point was like, so you don't want to put one on this book, even though this is a black creator and black artist writing a white character, because, oh no, we don't want that. But we want to put it on, the Black Batman book who's written by, like, not a black guy. And I was like, okay. So he was getting kind of heated, but he was very funny about it. Like, he was making a solid point.
wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. And then, like, Mike brought up, he goes, "Yeah, for, Hispanic heritage, it's not like they're going to slap, the Mexican flag on the top of the Green Lantern book because it may have Jessica Cruz in it that 1 month."
Yeah.
Because that's what they did. They slapped the black, again, I don't know, the black heritage colors, we'll call it that, because they don't know what to say. Because even Jared was like, "I don't know what to call this."
Yeah.
It was
I
like,
mean,
all right.
Xbox updated their colors to what? Black, red, and green, because that's African colors, I guess.
Okay, and maybe that's the colors they're using, and because I can't see some of those, I don't know. But, like, to his point, there was like, what country is this? Like, he goes,
Yeah.
"I'm African American." He goes, "This should be an American flag." I was like, ooh, I'm not going to touch any of this because I literally do not know. I have no stake in this argument, but I'm enjoying hearing your view on it. Oh, this gets better. So he's just like, all right, cool. He buys his stuff. He's like, all right. He's like, he looks at all of us. He says, "Assalamu alaikum," and he fucks off. And we were like, cool. It's like, because he's a really fun guy. So about 10 minutes go by, the phone rings, and I see it's his name on the phone. And I'm like, So I pick up, I'm like, Jared, did you forget something? He goes, no, you know what? Fuck DC Comics, man. He goes on for another 10 minutes about how this is just not right. So, like, he just goes on about, like, he's like, what, so I am Batman because it's written by this one guy and he's a black Batman. He gets the thing, but, like, and then, so Mike comes in the following week and picks up the current issue of Nubia.
Yeah.
Who has the colors on there. Jordan, you'll see it when I send it to you this next month. You'll see the little colors on it.
Thank you.
And Mike goes, is Nubia African? And I was like, I believe so, but I mean, she's African, I think, by birth, but she's also supposed to have molded by clay because she's Wonder Woman's sister, so... Yeah. And he's like...
She's Amazonian, and they just dyed her black. Zeus dyed her black.
So Mike takes a
He might have
picture.
used too
Like
much
a white
electricity.
So Mike takes a
Because she's
picture.
burnt.
God damn it. So Mike takes a photograph of the Nubia cover and he sends it to Jared. And Jared sends back this email. It was like, nah, he's not wrong. He has a couple more funny things and then sends it back to me. And then I get an email that goes, oh, FYI, fuck Mike.
No.
So tomorrow will be an interesting afternoon when Jared comes in because he hasn't been there for a couple weeks and he's got a stack and I know he's going to come in and this is his thing. Like, he's even called me again to be like, they still being racist over at DC. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. That's incredibly fucked up.
It is.
But here's the thing, again, to his point, I keep saying that, but to his point though, it's like, he's like, if you're going to do it full tilt. Have every cover have
every single one.
Marvel didn't even bother. They just did Black History Month variants of all black characters.
Good.
You know,
For every book?
No, for the ones that sell. You know, like, come on now. They're not going to give it to Deadpool. No one's buying that fucking book. But, they did it for Captain Marvel. Because there is a black Captain Marvel who's now going to be in a movie. So they're like, boom, we can pimp that out. Yeah. And I'm going to ask Jared tomorrow what his thoughts are on that. Because he asked me straight, he's just like, what'd Marvel do? And I'm like, well, nothing right now. He's just like... But... So Green Lantern got the African colors on there, but only because Jon Stewart was on the cover. He may not have been in the book. I don't read Green Lantern. But Nubia and the I Am Batman, and then of course the Milestone comics, which are all black-centric characters anyway.
Yeah.
Which were all just recently canceled. So it's like, what are you doing? Like,
I mean, they're black-centric, so,
But I found this to be humorous, but also very much like, oh yeah, you're not wrong. Like, I can't burst your bubble because you are 100% right. Like, if you're gonna do it full tilt. Don't do it half-ass. Yeah. But and that was because that was to what Mike was saying. He's like, do they do it for Hispanic Heritage Month? No. Do they do it for Asian Month? I don't remember which month is Asian Heritage Month. But they do one. And then like in June, they only put the rainbow on the specific characters that are actually a part of the LGBTQ community. And he's just kind of like, he goes, if you want to do celebrations, celebrate everybody, not just the one title that may have that one Filipino character or that one Asian character or Native American. You know what I mean?
It's like now it just feels like tokenism.
May,
like,
thank you, Corm. Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna, it's called Black History Month, not African History Month. So instead of using Rasta colors as Rovi pointed out, why not have the American flag with a do-rag on it? That's black people, like.
Yeah, it's just weird because I had to I Google searched just to see what I would get if I
or just Photoshop a basketball in everyone's hands. Just I want to see Sam Captain America, Falcon America, like a sweet dunk, and he's just
dunking from the half point of the court.
He has his wings out and everything.
Okay, so that's what they did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rasta
so
colors.
That's Rasta colors.
That's the colors, yeah.
Which is ignorant.
Yep.
And then,
Is entirely
and then Marvel did this one, celebrating Black History Month with all-star creators. So this whole book is black creators, black artists writing black characters, and they did the legacy, and you got all of them on the cover.
That's good.
I sold out of this book.
Yeah.
because like people wanted to read it. The one that I sold out of the most was the Pacific Island / Asian one. Like the community, the Filipino community came out in droves to get that book.
That's what Filipinos do. Anything that's
Yeah.
vaguely Filipino, we will come out and support it. What?
Yeah.
Dave Bautista is Filipino? Oh, we gotta watch Guardians of the Galaxy now. Like,
He's Filipino?
yeah,
Oh.
he has a
Good for
Filipino
him.
flag on his arm.
Wow, every time I see him with his arms, that's all that crap from Guardians.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Well, you're not watching I Spy?
The movie that took 14 years to come out.
I swear, those trailers were like, I think I mentioned this one time. I was at the movies and I was just like, oh, look, it's this movie. And it's like, it still hasn't come out yet. And I was like,
Is
I
it the
swear
one with
we
the
saw
kid?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
The one where he dabs.
Yeah.
What about
Yes.
Stuber?
Yeah, remember Stuber?
Oh,
I remember
watched
it
that.
was a thing.
I did watch that.
It was
It
okay.
was fine.
That's
was
what I
fine,
was
okay.
told. That's why I
Yeah.
think I didn't watch it.
Don't be generous.
Yeah.
It was
Steph,
fine.
Steph,
Hi.
you went and saw a movie.
I watched
in the,
a
in the
movie.
D-Box thing.
In the 4DX experience,
You sure did, Steph.
I had a lot of fun, but I could also see where it would be too much for people. Like,
Okay,
Oh, I
like
won't do it.
it'll get real old real fast for some people because it's like I had a great time. I was laughing and I had the whole row to myself. Like, actually, there was only like me and some other dude in our whole row, but like my section, it's like six seats. Like, it just kind of looks like a in the theater, walking up to the seat, it kind of looks like those like 4D rides or shows that they have at theme parks, like where it looks like you're coming into a theater and stuff. So there was an option for water on and off. I wanted the full experience, so I put water on.
Don't you chicken out, girl.
Yeah.
So wait, so like every time Tom Holland drove into water would come up?
You would get like a mist that would just go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they do the mist during his very intense workout scene that was very on purpose but very unnecessary?
No.
So what now?
No.
They
I know
have
what you're
him.
talking about,
They
but
do
no.
They do about 3 different shots of Tom Holland shirtless, like doing hardcore, like running up walls and doing rope stuff
Y'all
to
heard that,
validate when he parkours later in the movie, where you're like, oh yeah, he's got skills. He climbed that rope earlier in the flick.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he
He's so
doing that bar
acrobatic.
thing that Arrow did?
Oh no, better. He's doing weird. Like they have it implied that his bed is up in a loft and he has to climb up a
and he has
rope to get to
climb
his
up
bed.
and go to it, and it's just like, I don't know. I had
That's-
a lot of fun.
That's unnecessary.
I will tell you. Okay,
That's little boy shit.
Like, it was
I
training
wanted-
for real. I was like,
I've heard nothing good about this movie. I knew customers who worked on it and they were like, this was one of the most miserable experiences of my career. Like they were just like, this movie is so terrible. About 20 minutes in, I was like, am I having a good time? And by the end of the movie, I was like, this movie is fucking great. It's a good time. It's entertaining. It's a great adventure film. Is it a good Uncharted film?
No. I can tell you it's not a good Uncharted film by just watching the trailer.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, you see one of the big set pieces from Uncharted 3, which
Yeah.
doesn't happen when Nate is a young man. Like,
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
like they bring in shit from Uncharted 4. Like
Yes,
it's
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah,
over
yeah.
the place.
With-
Yeah.
It's
Where he
it's
finds the
all
ship.
Uncharted.
Yeah, it's like all Uncharted.
but it was,
and like
I had such a fun time. Like,
It's-
it was
it's
How
a-
great.
long is it?
it's like under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like hour
No,
40.
I'm telling you, it's fucking entertaining. Like I had a really good time.
Yeah, it was
But
really
the problem
good.
with the movie, actually, it is a good Uncharted movie. What's problematic is those two people are so miscast that's what makes it not an Uncharted movie.
Okay.
I
Like
am
if it was
fine-
anybody else.
I'm fine with Tom Holland as a young Nathan Drake. I am
Sure.
not fine with Mark Wahlberg as Sully.
No.
Because
No.
man is not Sully in any way at all.
Nah, he's fucking a joke. He's a joke in this movie. Did you get the trailer, Steph, for his Marky Mark's I Want an Oscar movie where he plays a guy that gets injured and becomes a priest and he slowly his body's failing him, and by the end of the trailer he's got like prosthetics and he can barely walk and talk, and he's sitting there, and I was like, this is your Oscar piece. This is the I want an Oscar so bad that I'm doing this movie.
I don't.
Is it based on a true story?
It's based on a true story. It's called Father Stew.
No, I don't think I saw that trailer.
Like STEW? Like
STU. That's I guess
why
the
are
guys
you saying it?
because I don't like the name Stew. That's how I say it.
Come, try my father's stew.
Oh, then he wouldn't like Rugrats. His name was Stu, the dad.
Stew Pickles.
Stu Pickles.
Yeah.
But at least it's STU.
Yeah.
No, I mean the movie. It was one of those you're like, oh, this is just Oscar bait, and then it's full of like Academy Award winners and nominations and all this stuff, and then it goes at the end and Oscar winner Mel Gibson, and I was like, ooh. Oof. And then they show him, and I'm like, God damn, you're so good. It's upsetting. You're fucking a monster.
You know how you get around that? You just don't watch it at all.
Oh, I'm not
Just
gonna
don't
watch
watch
that
anything
piece
he
of
does.
shit. You know my thing. I don't like watching people act like handy-capable people. I find
fair.
it to be
Yeah.
insultive, no matter the good intention behind it.
Yeah.
It looked like Marky Mark starts to do a voice at one point towards the end of the movie, and I was like, I don't need to watch that.
Oh no.
It's like that Sean Penn movie, I Am Sam, where you're like, oh, you're doing the voice.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I have not seen that. All I can think of is that one movie
Tropic
that was
Thunder.
no, the one movie made by Sia, where she has
Oh.
where they have a girl who does not have Down syndrome play a girl with Down syndrome, and she does the voice and she like does facial expressions. It's just like, bro, this ain't it.
Yeah, there's a lot of heat on that one.
Remember The Other Sister?
Which one's that?
Is that it was like a weird
I remember
romantic.
the other Bolin sister.
No,
I
it
remember
was
A Tale of Two Sisters.
It was a romantic comedy from
I
like
rented
the
that
late
once.
90s, and it was Juliette Lewis and Giovanni Ribisi are both handy-capable people who fall in love, and it's their story, but it's two people.
You mean Benny and June?
It's Benny and June, but with the voice instead of like quirkiness.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Hollywood, just don't do the voice. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if they're not actually like handicapped or like any way like that, just don't do the voice. Just don't.
Yes,
least-
Scott, you have something to say.
He has very much something to say.
Yeah.
He's had something to say since the beginning. God damn it.
Okay.
I don't get
Everybody, the thing that Scott had to say, I will repeat now for the consideration of the podcast audience.
it. Then can you explain it to me?
Remind me, chat, to make a sound alert that says boo.
Riff_55. That's Riff with 2 F's
You're getting called out.
on Twitch and Instagram. Says, when I moved into my igloo, my friends threw me a housewarming party.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Now I'm homeless. He insisted
That he had
upon
to
this
tell.
podcast for that.
We get it. You follow stand-up T-Rex.
I think we
do
all
too.
do it this
Yeah, I know.
do.
It's a great
Great.
account. It's a really good
We all
account.
do.
It's great.
Scott here adding content to the show.
Yeah.
But Steph, you like the movie though?
Yeah, I want to watch it again, but not with the distractions.
of the 4DX experience.
Yeah, because, okay, explaining 4DX, like, if you look at the picture, it says, like, apparently you can smell scents.
Smell-o-vision, yeah.
Like, there's smells you can smell. When there's
Imagine watching
lightning,
Jackass in that.
Yeah. If there's, oh, no. If there's, like, lightning or, like...
Yeah, there'll be flashing lights.
Lightning, there'll be flashing lights.
electrocute you.
Like, they have, like, the theatrical lights in there, like, on the sides of the walls.
A man comes out with a taser. Oh.
There was a part
I
where,
really
like...
should do this.
Yeah, there was a part where, like, the exhaust of some car had, like, the smog, and then there was, like, fog creeping to the side of, like, the screen, and I was like,
cool.
whoa, what is this?
It's like Star Tours, but you're watching a movie. like a full length movie. That's
The thing is,
but there's also extra stuff happening.
like
It's
there
more like
was.
Soaring California.
See, I only grabbed it because there was like a Regal day where it went down to 12, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll watch it."
Yeah.
Like
For $12 total.
I will
Yeah,
watch it
yeah.
just to experience this, and it just seemed like a fun movie to watch it in because it's an adventure movie. So like,
And
I
don't
can
bring popcorn.
imagine that as a. I didn't understand like. As I got to my seat, I was like, "Do people eat watching this?" And
Yes.
then I found some dude with the biggest freaking cup of popcorn, and I was just like, how? Because like when I like during some parts, like there was a scene, like I think it was like a car chase, and then it was just like your seat will like straight up like move.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was
As-
just
as
like,
though
oh,
you're in the
shit.
car, yeah.
Like,
Do you have the
whoa.
option to shut off the movement and just
No.
have all the other
Nope.
stuff? Oh.
No. Yeah,
Nope.
so
you
then
have to
there's
be in a
that.
moving seat.
You signed up for 4D, you're getting 4D.
Fighting
Yeah.
scenes, you get like punched in the back with
Yeah.
the things. Not
Yeah, you-
really
my
hard.
God.
it's like it's massaging your back a little
Yeah.
bit.
So it's like you can totally
Oh my
tell
God,
it's like a 1, 2, 3,
I have
4,
to do
5,
this.
6 like panel. Because like when they take hits, you just feel it like you know, and then
Anthony, go do this. I want a full report next week.
yes, and then
I don't want to see Uncharted, though.
You should. It's fun.
I don't give a shit about it.
You don't
Yeah,
have
I-
to give a shit about it. It's just an
It's
action
okay.
movie.
They didn't either, so you're okay.
Jordan asked
really-
yeah. Jordan asked me like,
I was gonna
"Oh,
say,
did you go ahead. Sorry. It's cuz he
No,
said
you,
drama.
you go ahead and finish.
Oh,
You finish.
no,
Steph.
Jordan told me like, "Oh, did you bring Dramamine?" And I was like, "I mean, I have it, but I didn't take it. But I also didn't
Is
need
that really
it."
recommended?
No.
I'd like
I
to
didn't
point
need
out
it.
that, Steph, you bring Dramamine wherever you go.
Yeah, it's in my purse.
She's
I
always
have
ready.
it in case of emergency. Some really bad
Steph,
traffic.
Don't
can
you mean
fuck
your
me.
backpack?
Yeah.
Yep, her backpack. She
Yeah.
her creed comes from a pimping legend, sugar free. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah. You'd be surprised at how much like, oh, you need something? I got you. It's been a joke, like with friends. Like, oh, ask Steph, she might have it. And it's just like, Steph, do you have
true.
Tylenol? I actually do. Here you go. You want a stick of gum? Here you go. Like, I just,
Yeah, whenever we're out in the wild, I'm like, Steph, do you have some Lot Ion? She's like, oh yeah, here you go. I got some in here. And it's always in the same like Aveeno
oh yeah,
like thing
I
that's
have
always
special
empty.
compartments.
You have to like squeeze
Hey,
the life
shut
out
up.
of it.
I use a lot of it. No, but another thing that happens is like on some scenes, because like obviously there are some parts where like there's no need for movement at all, but it does this like ambient sway, like let's
'Cause
say
they're
it's
moving.
like yeah, like let's say it's panning in the room and it's like zooming closer to something. I had to think for a second because I felt like I was moving, but I was looking at the chair in front of me and you could see it like slowly wave shifting, like you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
this is a
'cause, like-
weird, like wave.
Because the seat is basically following the camera. So whatever the camera's doing, that's what you're feeling for the most part.
yeah.
I'm getting sick just hearing you talk about it.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, this is like, just think of one of those like theme park like 4D shows, but those only last like what, 15 minutes tops. I sat for an
that's the
hour
thing, it's
and
like-
40 minutes watching this movie, so it's like,
Yeah, like I can
no.
handle a theme park show's like 10 minutes, 15.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you're good.
I'll do this for Batman.
Ooh.
Ooh, that'd be an interesting
That'd
movie
be a
to do
fun
for.
one.
But that's a very long.
Do they?
I did
when
Eternals.
it gets
Yeah,
when it
Jordan
gets real
was in
boring,
Eternals.
does the seat lay down so you can fall asleep with the boredom of the movie? Like,
God, Leland already hating on the Batman.
I have to keep it real low, because
You know what?
so I can enjoy it.
Oh.
He's trying to bring it down for the rest of us.
I'm not trying to.
No.
I'm just saying, like, they've not made a good Batman movie. I'm saying it. That's it. That's my secret. I dislike them all. There are moments, but I don't think a good one has happened for me yet.
Oh no.
I wanted to say that I've really laughed at the articles I saw like Sunday night and Monday about Uncharted being the highest grossing video game movie since Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So you mean during the pandemic.
Yes, yes.
And
Like,
also, like,
you need to calm the
Yeah.
fuck down.
Yeah.
But like I saw several different websites like Screen Rant and others like with the same message across.
Yeah. I agree with Scott because I have no idea what the fuck Cornbread said.
I see the barbed part, but I
Like,
don't know what
okay,
the yard part is.
Oh, I don't know what a banner grade
Yeah,
is.
because she's talking about like taking Dramamine, how it doesn't work on her, and she goes, "I popped like 5 of those suckers before going down Banner Grade into San Felipe, and I still yarfed, and none of it makes fucking sense to me."
I don't
I'm
know.
only the banner grade is the only thing that I don't get.
I don't know what a yard
I know San
but-
Felipe, the Italian restaurant.
Essentially, I guess it's a
Oh,
big
past Julian.
windy mountain road into a big wide valley on the way to Salton Sea.
Oh, I still want to go. I wanted to go to the
To
Salton
Salton
Sea.
Sea?
Yeah, and I want to see the sand dunes.
The hell is that?
You
It's
see
where,
it?
it's where Tatooine is.
I've seen it.
Or I've seen it on the. I saw it on the flight from Vegas to San Diego. Like you can see just the dunes, and then you see the Salton Sea, and I was like, "Whoa!"
That was the best face you've ever made on this book. That face was the bitch.
Are you sure those were the right ones, Steph?
Yeah, because I actually checked maps and looked exactly where I was, and I was like, "This is indeed the dunes and the Salton Sea."
Okay.
Yeah, I can show you. It looks dope. I took pictures.
So Jordan, how is Zero Dawn Horizon?
Horizon Forbidden West is a very, very gorgeous and fun game. So basically, like, for the most part, the complaints that people had about Zero Dawn, like, you know, terrible melee combat, the climbing is weird and only in specific areas, they've changed that. Now you can climb a lot of things.
Right on.
There's a rock wall right there? I'm going to just start climbing that thing. I do recommend, if you're going to play Horizon Forbidden West, to turn on climbing annotations. So basically, as you're running around, you'll just see a bunch of like yellow markings on walls. That means you can climb that.
Oh,
That makes
it easier.
Yeah, it just makes it way easier than like things that have red X's means you can't climb it. So you know,
Yeah.
like visually, it just makes it easier.
I think that would be helpful.
Yeah, and melee combat is actually fun now in Horizon. Like, because me personally, the way I play, I like to go in melee, especially if something gets close to me, because you're gonna have to.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, now they actually made melee like kind of worth it, and you actually have a combo to do, so it's like cool, you know.
You get disadvantage when you attack with a ranged weapon in melee.
It's true. One of my favorite things to do is
Thanks for backing me up, Leland.
He kept talking.
I'm talking about that 5 seconds of silence.
I was expecting Lynn to chime in. I was like, all right. One of my favorite things to do is...
I'm sorry I failed you.
Just over here eating shit hard.
Why is eating shit make him hard? Anyway, so as I, what I like to do now is I do the melee combo, and then there's a thing I got that lets me kick off of people. So I do the combo, kick off of them, then I shoot them in the face with the arrow, and they die, and it's great. It feels so good.
I am enjoying the
Immortals
game.
Phoenix Rising.
Immortals.
I keep wanting to say Finnick Shan. That's not her name.
I like that one.
I hope
Steph,
she's in. I hope she's in the new Star Wars
yeah,
game.
Fennec Shand
That's a
is a
playable
character
I
in
don't like
the
this.
in the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's
no,
who
the-
Fennec Shand
the-
is.
The Phoenix game is good. My only criticism is I do not like that her main attack is a trigger.
Yeah.
I would prefer it to be on the D-pad area, and
Yeah.
I can see that I could change it all.
Yeah.
No, that will be so complicated for me to try to remember things. I was like, no, I'll just get used to this. It's fine. Yeah, I'm good. Like if I'm not actually shooting someone, I don't think it should be a trigger button. It should always just be like the X.
Oh, yeah. I see.
To me, that's just like, oh, why would
Yeah.
you make it so complicated? But it's a good game. It's like God of War Light, and I enjoy that. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, if you like Greek mythology and you
Oh,
like,
it's steeped in that shit.
oh yeah, it's they pull some deep deep Greek mythology out, and it's so good.
And I like the animations very much like Overwatch, in that weird kind of like smooth blockiness, but it's very. I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Still very animated looking.
Yeah, but I dig it, and the voices are cool. I did not know you get to make either a male or female, so I sat there for 10 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to be, and then Jordan was like, "I'm a chick." I was like, "I'll be a chick too." So I made myself a badass redhead with like war paint across her face and shit.
Nice.
So,
Sounds fun.
in my mind, she's an Amazonian.
You know what? Fair. They're also Greek in DC, at least.
They are Greek, yes.
But Immortal Swings Rising. It's super fun. It's like you just hop in. You could just go and like do the puzzles, or just go out and fight things. Just do what you want. Like, it is very much a collectathon Ubisoft game. That's what it is. And they very much lean into it. But I mean, it's fun. Like it's a nice thing.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a really good time.
I haven't opened it yet. It's still wrapped in cellophane.
So you treat it exactly like Zelda Breath of the Wild. Got it.
I've been playing.
Damn.
Oh.
I gave you my copy of Breath of the Wild because I know if there's anything you know about Steph, it's that she's a huge Zelda fan. So much so that she has literally 2 Zelda-inspired tattoos on her body.
Yeah.
And then she played Breath of the Wild for like 2 hours and just stopped.
I was playing on the Wii U. And then I just got, I wasted at least 4 hours just cooking. Like, I didn't even leave the plateau. I just cooked. That's all I did.
Which means you never left the prologue.
Yeah. It was just, And then I kept trying to fish by throwing bombs. And yeah, there
Just
was
like the South.
I know I got stuck. I'm stuck at one of the puzzles. I know for a fact I was stuck at one of the puzzles. But yeah, I'll get back to there. I mean, like right now I'm playing Final Fantasy finally. I could put that down and then
How
play some
dare
else.
you
I can't
insult
win,
me
okay?
further.
I can't win.
You're already playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, a game that I've told you multiple times is one half of my favorite game of all time. And you're like, maybe I'll just put this down. Why would you insult me further? It's the copy of the game I gave you.
Steph, even I finished that one.
I'm on chapter 3. I've been playing since Saturday.
And I enjoyed that game, and what I loved most about it was when we would come here and I would ask Jordan questions.
I remember. I'm playing. It'll be great. Yeah.
Let's see, chapter 3. So that means you are hanging out with
Tifa?
I'm just now doing a mission with.
Yeah, it's the second reactor.
Yeah,
in chapter
I did
3.
all the the quests around the.
So Steph is with Tifa and Barrett.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing a secret mission.
Oh, with thirsty girl. Fuck, what's her name?
Thirsty.
Yes, the girl that's extremely thirsty.
With the
Jessie.
red
There we go.
Oh.
Yes, Jessie.
Okay.
Because
Which one was Jessie?
She has like a red headband.
Yeah, she's in Avalanche. She's the one girl in Avalanche besides Tifa, and she has it hard for Cloud.
Oh. Okay, so that's the vibe I'm getting. I was like, she's kind of interested, but I'm not sure.
What do you mean, kinda? She's outwardly interested.
I just thought she was being friendly.
Super friendly.
Oh, yeah, this chick. Her name is Jessie Raspberry.
Yes, Jessie Raspberry.
That is a stripper name if I've ever heard one.
Jessie Raspberry.
Oh, first one. People ask, is Jessie in love with Cloud?
Yes.
What was the answer?
Yes.
Like, again, have you met her? Like,
I don't know. I just thought.
Well,
yeah.
Steph thinks she's just being very friendly.
well,
Anthony.
Steph, what's you would be outwardly flirting then, if that's just friendly?
I don't know. I haven't flirted in a very long time. I don't know how that works anymore.
I've lost the definition between the two. I played Borderlands 3 and beat it over the last 2 weeks.
You beat a game.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Y'all making fun of me for like, ooh, Anthony beat a game.
You're not known for that.
I'm not known for playing them in the first place.
Well, that's why it was a big accomplishment.
But the ones I've played, I've beat most of them.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was like, wow. And it's a great game. And I'm
Yeah,
sure you
it's
got a good
really
laugh.
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
A
I
lot of
enjoyed it a
laughs
bunch.
from it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you know
Yeah, it
what
was a good
a
time.
lot of the guns we're referencing.
I was changing guns so often.
You do.
Borderlands 3.
I stopped paying attention to the names.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's Borderlands.
Some of them I saw. I'm like, that's fun. But like at least every level, I'm switching guns out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, giving way too many guns.
Are you switching out because you run out of ammo, or you're
No,
just...
because I'm just because
you
there
accumulate
are so many.
So you pick up a
Yeah.
lot.
There are so many that like there's constantly a new weapon. Like every time you level, you've already got a new gun
Like,
that
ready
is
to
just
go,
waiting for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, like, it eventually comes down to the point of like, what kind of gun do you like? And then you just go with those guns.
Well, I mean, look at Red Dead. Every time we get on our horses, people who don't put their guns in their that box at your camp, you're just filtering through just all the guns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like in Red Dead. I always keep just my my revolvers, and then I have like maybe 4 different long guns I switch
Yeah.
between.
The only thing I knew for sure with the weapons was if it was a Children of Vault or Children of the Vault weapon,
Yeah.
it was trash.
Yep, it doesn't reload.
Yeah.
It just overheats eventually. Like there are some
And
good ones.
fuck
Like
that.
yeah, it's just
Not
they're-
even worth doing the work.
Yeah, they're just not fun to use. I don't like SUV guns.
No.
Yeah, like I preferred Jacobs just because they're
Yeah.
revolvers and like lever action rifles. Like
Those were some of my favorites.
yeah, they're just fun to use.
And I like those too. They were fun.
Yeah.
I like doing that whole storyline.
Yeah, it's a good story.
I think it was one of the best ones.
Yeah, like if you were a fan of Borderlands 2, yeah, you lose one of the cast members in the story.
Yeah, should I go backwards now and play like 2 and 1?
You don't need to because you will feel the age on those games.
Oh, yeah.
Granted,
Okay.
2 has the better story, but the quality of life changes that they made in 3 make it not worth going back to 2.
Yeah, that's why like you were that's why like you told me to go to 3 was for those reasons.
Yep.
Leland, do you need a minute?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, because we can hear you.
Yeah, we can totally hear you.
I'm working.
Should be working on this.
I didn't think I could be heard. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
every time the crinkle happened and you looked at the camera, we all heard it.
Well, I was looking at the line to see if it would pop up on the thing, and it wasn't. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, "Oh, I'm good."
Because you were done already when you looked.
I googled a.
What the fuck are you doing? What were you opening, Leland?
I was tearing off tape.
Jesus Christ.
It sounded like one of those cheap, like, sparking toys.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to multitask. I realized I shouldn't. All right, question. It's like,
Yeah, let's get into the question.
1
Well-
through 60.
While we're waiting for a number to pop up, I would like to say
Try
I'm
to
very
stick with
looking-
the 30s. They're all good questions.
Rovi.
I ain't doing number 1.
Yeah, while we're waiting for a legitimate number, I would just like to say Street Fighter 6. I'm excited for it. Has a terrible logo that can be found on the Adobe stock photo website, which is very funny to me.
But they're
But
doing another one?
yeah, Street Fighter 6.
Is it out?
No, they like just announced it
Oh.
because the Capcom Pro Tour just ended on Sunday, and then right when
this will,
yeah.
no, and this will be available to play in 2025.
Oh, we have no idea.
So yes,
We're gonna get more info in summer of 2022.
Sorry.
They have been working on Street Fighter 6 since it's been like 2 or 3 years at this point. So, like, I feel like it's imminent. Like, probably in the summer we'll actually get the release date. And I'm going to say it's probably going to be next year around June. Because EVO's like in July. So, and Street Fighter tends to come out around a month or two before EVO because it's Street Fighter and it's EVO. So, which is the largest video game fighting game tournament in the world.
How often is a Street Fighter game coming out?
Not
I
often.
feel like, oh.
Okay, you
just
kind
feel like there's
of
so
made it
many
sound for a
Street
second like there'd been several over the last several years.
Well, okay, so by the way, we're still waiting for a number, guys. 1 through 60.
1 to 60.
I mean, Ravi did say number 1. I mean, we could make it fun.
There, like, no matter what we do, jokes will arrive.
I mean, I just don't know.
It is kind of a weird question because
It is a very weird question.
because
Like, I don't want to ask any of these questions, and nor do I want anyone to ask me any. So, it's
and like it kind of assumes that Steph and I are like a monolith or like a spokesperson for our races.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I also don't want to have you like, Jordan, please give me the information of your people. Like, that seems weird. You know?
Jordan, why do black people like fried chicken and watermelon? Because it's good.
No.
Anyway,
I've asked a question to like one of my coworkers when I worked at Jamba Juice because I was just curious what breakfast looks like to her, and she was like, or not breakfast, like what she eats normally, and she was just like, sometimes in the morning I have, some potatoes, and sometimes we use a wok, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. She was white, and I was like, I was like a wok? Like the walk? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, good for you.
Good for you.
I mean, hey, man, I made mistakes way back when where I would ask because I was just curious and I would ask.
I mean, like, what is Jordan gonna say to like me and Anthony? So when you use the fork, you spin your pasta. Do you go counterclockwise or?
Do you really use a spoon, or is that just a thing they see on TV?
do you guys really drink milk and orange juice with every meal like they show in movies?
Yeah, that sounds like it would
Like in
upset
every
my
breakfast
stomach.
commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many things on the table.
No, you should not be drinking orange juice and milk together. They curdle.
Yeah, and you'll get a stomachache. And why is it in every movie the dad always walks in, takes one bite of his toast, and then leaves? Like,
Yeah.
that's a waste of
you still have a
food.
full ass meal, a full plate there, and like you didn't bring any of it
Your
with you.
wife made a fucking meal.
Like you knew it was gonna
disrespect
be
her.
there. You know what time you have to go to work. Get down earlier and
her
eat.
with
Like,
Stop being a monster.
guys, a number
that's
between
the
1 and 60.
I was just waiting until Revi counted down to 60.
I'm gonna. I think I made a random number thing.
Number 60.
Yeah. Oh, I
that-
think command's different. Doesn't matter.
That commercial dad who just like takes the toast and leaves. I guarantee that's the same dad that like also complains about his wife all the time, like makes like my wife jokes and
Yeah.
shit. Like you should not have like I mean really that guy should not marry, period, but he certainly should not be married to that angel of a woman who's making fucking pancakes every morning.
For him and their 2 children.
And their 2.5 children.
Yeah. The baby doesn't count as a full one yet.
No. It's a Maggie. It's perpetually a baby.
Also, my bad, Rovi, if we were saying 68. It was 1 through 60, right? That's what it is.
Okay. Anthony, I'm going to ask you not to be immediately dirty.
Okay.
So
Immediately.
wait a little bit.
Wait a little bit. What would you do if you woke up?
Dicks.
I don't know what you said. So
He said dick.
He said dicks.
what would you do if you woke up and there was a mouth on your hand?
Wow, you cut out so bad right then.
What would you do if you woke up and there was a mouth on your hand?
I would probably jerk my hand back.
Steph, choice
Jesus
of
Christ.
words.
Oh, I would probably jerk my hand.
Stop!
I fucked up. Sorry, guys. My bad. I was the one who was making mistakes. You told Anthony not to be dirty, and boy, did I fuck up. Sorry, I would immediately take my hand away from said mouth.
It depends on what mouth it is, whose mouth it is.
I don't know. Waking up to your hand in somebody's mouth sounds alarming to me.
I mean, it's not somebody's. It's just a mouth. I mean, it could just be
Just lips?
It could just be a mouth on your hand that suddenly begins to talk. I don't know what. I'm just, yes, down in front. Anthony with the LoRC podcast.
Yes. Anthony, who will not be foul-mouthed.
For a bit.
For a bit. Okay, so I have permission to do it later. Does the mouth speak a la Vampire Hunter D?
See,
I haven't thought that far in the question. Do you want it to speak?
It makes a big difference.
Okay. If it speaks, do you have to feed it?
Yeah, what
That's
does
the
your
thing I
hand
have
be?
to ask the hand.
See, I had two thoughts. First is okay, just
That's
a
the thing
mouth.
I have to ask So in your world, it's a sentient hand. I
it
just said it was
talks,
a
yeah.
hand, or I mean a mouth.
If it's a mouth that talks, it's sentient.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
Rovi,
just like
if
in the
you
hit
woke
anime
up-
Parasite.
If you woke up tomorrow morning and your hand had a mouth on it, like
Oh, okay, that's what we mean.
like it just maybe it talks. Anthony, if it talks in Anthony's world.
See, my first thought was it was like something with a mouth is now suckling my hand.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
thought.
no. I meant like it's your hand
it's-
has a literal mouth on it.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
I
perfect.
got that.
so maybe it talks. Yes.
No, my hand will definitely talk, just like in Parasite, the hit anime. I don't think anyone else watched Parasite.
I know
except
what
for
you're
me.
talking about.
Okay, good.
I understand the words you said. Doesn't mean I know it, but I'm not
Yeah, I
stupid.
don't watch it, but I...
Yes, my hand I will be talking to my hand like, "Hey hand, yes Jordan. So what's it like? What's what like, being my hand?" And then we'll just go from there.
Chafes.
Do you need to eat anything? I just want a heads up,
How do I feed you?
Yeah, and also like, is it a weird like? Let's say for
Do
example,
you feel pleasure? Go on.
Okay, so let's say your hand has a mouth, right? But like,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of room here. So like, if you feed it, where does it go?
I'm
goes
shoving
into
the
your
carrot
wrist?
into my wrist.
Like, is it like a dimensional situation? So like,
It's a mouth of holding.
right? So
God.
like, if
Your
you fed
hand
it
gets
like,
fatter.
if you fed
got,
it,
like, a
say
really
The more
like,
it
thick
eats, the bigger,
forearm?
like the
Like, if you were to
thicker your
feed it-
hand gets.
like it's fucking full mouth mode for Kirby. Like,
It's like a thick hand.
like if you were to feed it a hot dog, does this area here it doesn't go anywhere?
Does it go
No, it
this
goes
way or does
down.
it go
Go down,
this
yes.
way?
Down.
you have to deep throat it every time.
You gotta think like a snake. Like it's gonna go like that.
You have to eat like this. You have to shove it in there. Just like,
I'd like to point it out that this was a question I found on the internet.
You cut out at the end.
Yep.
Fuck this.
But I really want to know what you said.
Yeah, I
I
really.
asked. This is a question I found on the internet.
Jennifer Lopez. Yes, it's
Lord.
it's Cartman's
Would it be
hand.
better if it was like this, Anthony? Taco kisses for my bin. Like, is this?
Tacos and burritos.
Yeah, if it talks, I have a lot of questions for it.
So many questions.
What's your first
Yeah.
question?
How did you get onto my hand?
Oh, I guess logical questions would be the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah.
name?
I have to build a rapport with this sentient
Pamela
mouth on my hand.
Henderson.
That one's the best. I like that one the best.
Heather
Pamela.
Claus.
Pamela.
And a fr-
Pamela Henderson. Oh, fuck me. I'm still.
No,
dying
that's what
from
the
Steph.
hand is for.
No, I wouldn't.
Does it
No,
have
because
teeth?
it's sentient.
Yeah, it's
No,
sentient.
because it's too weird.
And how's that going to work, Leon? You have to stay like this the whole time.
Yeah, do you
That's why I was
like
asking.
this, or do you have to like?
That's why I was asking about, like, does this
The hot
area-
dog?
Like,
That's
You
we
see
all
it
know
like
why
you're
asking
just
about the
right
hot
here,
dog.
just starts like sticking out, like, and then just folds in like a snake, like.
The real horror is it only goes in this far.
does it become your best friend? Like, do you talk to it? Does it help you cheat tests?
Do you have a
Does it-
choice?
Does it have a brain?
Well, I think.
It's sentient.
I mean, where's the brain? Is the brain in your thumb? Like,
I just feel like it would like bite everything you touch, though.
that's what didn't Vampire
That's why
Hunter put a glove on it?
That's why you tell him don't. Like, hey man, I'm grabbing this glass. Don't fucking bite it again. Like,
Like, like what if you strum your hair and then it just bites it as you do it?
then it needs to learn self-control.
Or
you
you
don't
need to
eat
wash
hair.
your face and then you just have cuts because the teeth like just
No, Steph, you understand. As you're washing your face, it's just licking you. That's all.
That's how it eats.
That's how it eats. Yeah, there's a documentary about this called Idle Hands.
Okay, let's cut it backwards. It is not sentient. It is just a
mouth.
mouth.
With teeth?
Yeah, I don't like the teeth.
I'm trying to debate which is worse.
Is it just lips and a tongue?
I think it's worse if it doesn't have teeth.
It like bothers me because like I just think of like
That seems more horrific.
like just stuff you do with your hands and then just how that would bother me. It's like, if I have snacks, I literally can't hold it because it would eat it all.
You have
My
another
snacks.
hand.
You have another hand, Steph.
I just assumed we would just have mouths on our hands.
No, just one hand. You choose
one,
the hand.
just one.
It's gonna be my left because I'm right hand dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-dominant hand. You wake up and there's a mouth. The mouth does not speak. It cannot communicate. It is vague whether it is an extension of your own id or if it has some kind of otherworldly like instincts of its own.
Ooh, I hope it has magic powers.
It
It's
has
innately magic.
it has no teeth but
It
has lips and a
appears.
tongue.
Yeah, this is Cronenberg as fuck.
Yeah, yes, Steph.
No.
Or are
I'm
you just looking at your hand?
my hand.
Just imagining it.
Yeah. I'm wondering.
Now, how big are the lips on your hands?
I know.
Angelina Jolie.
I imagine not very big at all.
No.
Yeah,
We
I
should just
imagine
make
pretty,
a
pretty
picture
small, actually.
of our hand, or take
Nope.
a picture of
English
our
lips.
hands,
Nope.
and just put our mouths on.
Don't like where this is going.
Nope.
Don't like where this is going at all.
and then have,
Nope.
and then we could all do a high five.
Nope.
Jen, do not do that.
So that
Jen,
means
do it! Do it!
all our hand mouths are gonna be kissing each other.
The hands in the mouth. It would be fun.
Oh, she's not listening to me.
No,
so.
no, she's not listening. I know. I already had a pen in my hand.
Oh my god. You can't
All right,
write
who-
this.
Who here
Yeah.
is at least considering cutting your hand off?
Not me.
Oh,
I'm
because
keeping
of,
the mouth hand.
because of the mouth.
If it's a if it's an evil mouth,
Let's say it's not.
I just find
then
it.
does it talk?
It's not. It's.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes out a lot of the fun of a mouth hand.
Does the mouth?
Wait. Do you
drool.
taste what the mouth tastes?
Ooh.
I want to say no.
Oh.
You just get this weird cosmic horror of a hand that you just wake up to on your hand, like
Yeah. Look.
in your hand.
This might sound weird, but I've always wanted to have the ability to talk while eating, but not have my mouth full.
Okay.
So if I had
You
a
wanna be a
mouth hand,
ventriloquist.
if I had a mouth hand, I could just be shoving food into it while I'm talking, and like nothing happens. Like I'm getting my
You actually could be a very
nutrients.
Good. You could be a great ventriloquist, actually.
Oh yeah. You don't have to move your mouth. Well, you have to move a mouth, but no, it moves on its own. It's sentient, so
That mouth is in the dummy, though.
it's true. Tasting everything inside the dummy.
Yeah. All right. So this cosmic horror of a hand has its own wants and needs. It cannot communicate with you, but anything that essentially gets into the palm of your hand will be devoured.
I'm not doing this. It's just my hand.
Gift that. Leland, do you cut your hand off?
Does the hand in Vampire Hunter D, does he have to like feed it?
It's a face.
Yeah, I remember it being a face, but like, does it do anything?
It sucks things up like Kirby.
Oh, so it's like Miroku's wind tunnel from Inuyasha. I feel like maybe only Cornbread would get that one. maybe Shane too if he's out there.
Would you, if you like bitch slap someone, would it like bitch bite would it just like slap and bite them?
Dude, you slap them and
After
it just
a
leaves a
little bit
kiss
of
mark on there. Who kissed you?
I don't know. I don't want to cut off my hand.
Exactly. I'm keeping it. Me and Handy
but then
are gonna go a long way.
Maybe I'll get along with it. Maybe if I treat it right, it will like give me some sort of magical ability.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Also, Corm's right. I'll just put a glove on and go about my day.
Oh, that's rude though. It's sentient, so you're suffocating it.
But what if
Probably
it's
not gonna like that.
Like you
well? Then they
look at
could
your glove.
fucking
And,
tell me.
you can look at your glove and just see like the middle part just like going in and out because it's breathing. Like
You have like a damp spot from its breath.
Oh.
you're like
Yeah,
sitting
that's
in
what
a
I was
library, like
thinking. I was
who's breathing super hard?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Scott
just
brings
your
up a
hand
good point.
in the glove.
Like, does it slobber or like salivate because it's a mouth?
Also, Scott says, "What if it smokes? Like, do I have to hold a cigarette to it? Like,
I'm
just
not
like,
gonna give it cigarettes because I have more control over my body than my mouth hand.
Also, do I get the cancer?
Do you brush its teeth?
Can I do this to his lips like
Did it have bad breath?
you have to throw like mints in your palm. Like,
Do you
Pick up a mint.
do you name it or does it come with a name?
Well, if it's sentient, I assume it has its own self-identity.
but we can't
how would we
speak
know?
human language to it.
Yeah.
It only speaks the language of the hands. Sign language.
Huh?
It doesn't have a nose.
I'm genuine. It's just his hand. I'm genuinely considering cutting my hand off. Honestly, like I feel if I have a hand, even if I control all my digits.
Yes.
If I have a hand, or I'm sorry, if I have a mouth in the palm of my hand that I don't control, that's like creepy ass body horror shit. That's no longer my hand anymore.
Well,
I stop right here at the wrist.
Yeah, what
I
if
would.
your hand starts eating stuff you didn't want it to eat? And then
Yeah.
you wake up with a
don't-
bloody hand mouth because it ate something of yours.
Well, now we're doing idle hands.
I mean, I would not cut it off myself. I would have it surgically removed so a professional can do it.
No.
Sure,
The
yeah.
second you go to any place, they're gonna put you in a cage and study you for science.
Well, they
This
could
man
study
has a
your
mouth hand. Like
They can take it. That's fine. You can take the hand.
No,
but wait,
we need it
Anthony, how about
alive.
this? So let's say you cut off the hand, right?
Yeah.
You wake up a couple weeks later, the mouth is now on the stump, and it wasn't the hand. It was actually you are infected by some sort of parasite.
you have this is literally Parasite the anime now.
So like, no matter either you kill yourself and it just moves on to a different person, or you now have a stump mouth, which is a lot worse than a hand mouth.
Yeah.
That's it
But-
for Anthony.
But at least then, if you have a stump mouth, you can still hold stuff because you just put it in the mouth.
It eats it. Can't put anything in the stump.
That's
What if it's cool?
If it's cool, that's different.
Like it's like, look, I don't know how I got here, but let's make the most of it. My name's Ralph.
If I have a mouth hand, I want it to be able to speak human language so I can converse with it. Like, how you
Yeah.
feeling today, man? You good? All right, here's a carrot or whatever you want to eat.
Carrot.
Feed me,
Okay.
Jordan. Feed
There
me.
we go. If it's sentient and it's cool, but it needs to be fed something awful. I don't want to go immediately to people, but
Like unearth dirt from a fresh grave.
So specific.
that's how Revi keeps his wings. It's an actual thing.
That's a joke just for 4 people.
It should be a joke for more people. You should stream it on twitch.tv/LRC podcast.
You know
I
how much
like that
work
it-
goes into an actual play.
I don't know if I'd like it if it spoke French because I don't know if I'm being insulted.
J'accuse.
Clearly, well, that's why in your other hand you get Google Translate.
It's true. It'd be like, Je m'appelle Anthony. And you're like, oh, cool. Nice to know.
Anthony.
Anthony? Is that what you named your hand?
That was the first name that popped in my head.
Stephanie.
love that one.
Stephanie.
That's what Anthony names his. Anthony. Because this is Anthony. Hi,
And
I'm Anthony. This is
Jor?
Anthony.
What yours
Jo-
say, Jordan?
it's Jorhand, obviously.
Jordan? Okay.
Stefan.
Yeah, I said
Stephanie.
Steph
Steph Handon?
Handy.
Steph Hannity.
Steph Handy.
that was real clunky.
Steph Handanoid. Jordan.
Jorhan.
Yeah,
Jorhan.
yeah, it's Jorhand. Yeah. Like,
Jordan.
Let's just say it needs blood. Let's just say it needs blood.
human blood or just blood in general?
We'll say blood in general.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's
maybe
easy.
maybe it shouldn't be so fucking picky.
If you had your
Maybe he
hands
doesn't have
in
a
a
choice.
fist, would your mouth naturally just eat your fingers or suck on them?
No,
It knows that you're the way
it
it
will
gets its
suck
food.
on your fingers.
Unless you ask it nicely, does not do that.
Stop it.
but your fingers taste so nice.
Do you
More Cheetos.
wait? Okay, so back to what Jordan said earlier. So like, if it licks something, and do you taste it? So like, if it licks a lollipop, like you're like, oh, I really want a lollipop, but I'm talking on the phone right now. You just shove a lollipop in the hand and you continue to talk on the phone. 'cause
Exactly,
you're just
that'd be
like, I'm
great.
good.
The only downside to you tasting whatever your hand mouth tastes is if, say, you're in public transit, you're on a public bus or you're on a trolley and you're standing, you almost fall forward, you have to grab onto the handrail, but your right hand, your other hand is empty, so you have to grab with the mouth hand, and now you're just tasting that.
Tasting like,
Leland doesn't touch anything on public transit.
yeah, like bus pole.
Leland barely
Yeah.
takes public transit. That's only at Comic-Con.
And I'm miserable the whole 35
He
minutes.
hates it.
There's so many people.
Handy stand.
But if you're wearing gloves, you're just going to be tasting leather or whatever your glove is made out of. I don't know how much money you
I'll
have.
put a fruit roll up in there.
You line the inside of your glove with a fruit roll-up.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
like,
it's so sticky.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
does he have to hold his breath when I wash?
Yeah, how do you?
I assume he doesn't breathe.
Can
What
it
if-
drink?
what if-
Can you just pour soda into the glove? Just
Okay. Also, when you go to do bathroom stuff, you're gonna taste some gross
It's gonna
stuff.
be gross.
It's true.
I don't like this anymore. I'm cutting off half the hand.
I'm just gonna be wearing latex gloves. Just have a taste of latex in my mouth at all times.
It's terrible.
Mwah, mwah.
Like Scott asked, does it get drunk? And
If-
I would just imagine like your whole hand just kind of gets numb.
Yeah.
Man, it's my hand's drunk again, guys. Sorry. Hey, wake up.
Does it sleep? Like when it sleeps, you suddenly have because you still have control. It's just a mouth that's there.
Can it see?
No,
No.
it's a mouth.
Okay.
I think that's worse. It's just that it's like that picture of that screaming hand. That's isn't that like an album cover or something?
Screaming.
Screaming hand.
Screaming. I'll look it up.
I'm
Have
not ringing a bell for me.
we need to iron out the rules about this mouth hand.
There's a lot of scenarios this can go in. Most of them all bad.
Yeah. It's true.
The only one that I think I keep my hand is if this like sentient, cool mouth hand is also giving me powers.
Like, what kinds of powers do you expect from a mouth hand to have?
I don't know.
It's the skateboard. It's the Santa Cruz skateboard logo.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw.
Okay.
I'm on that
Okay.
same. I'm looking at the same thing.
Okay.
That's exactly how I imagined it, and I just feel like I know how handsy I can be, and it would just cause problems all the time.
Stuff
Not
we're
without
doing,
consent.
making out with my hand.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Half the time I do something, sometimes I cover my mouth, and it's just like, like, you know, it's just gonna bother me.
What
It
if it
makes out
happened?
with you every chance it gets.
What if your mouth hand is in love with you?
Or like, oh my god, and then there's just like slobber. I feel like it would just be like a real inconvenience to me.
I feel this is
anything.
inconvenient to everybody.
Yeah, it's just generally inconvenient.
It would like just bother me.
Oh, also, Anthony, the power it gives you is a mouth laser.
All right. It just shoots like a Kamehameha out of the palm.
Yep.
All right, I'm keeping it now. I've got enemies to vanquish.
It's just like acid vomit. Like,
Like Reptile in Mortal Kombat?
sure, why not? We'll go with that today. I don't know.
This could be the best superpower yet. I'm surprised we have not gone down that road yet.
Like,
Because we're all trying not to, because it's the obvious joke.
It is very obvious, yes.
Because what is Anthony going to do with the first thing? Of course, he's going to fuck it. So like,
No, I'm not. That's not the first thing I'm gonna do.
if it had the option to like
it's the
actually
second.
like appear when I want it to appear, kind of like how Reptile
I
has
gotta
it, where like
establish sentience.
when he wants to use it, it kind of just opens like this little hole and then does things, and then
So
That
like a
somehow
hit-
makes
like-
it worse for me.
like a hidden third eye that you're just like, oh wait, let me use my third eye, and then suddenly an eye opens up
then
on
it
my,
just,
and everyone goes like,
wants to
whoa.
show up.
Or it's just like, all right, well, I need to make this really important, this important point over dinner. So let me have my mouth hand eat while I talk to you. What are you doing with your hand? Don't worry about it. Anyway,
It's just in a pile of mashed potatoes, slowly like sinking.
Yes, like,
Yeah, it's slowly
it's
going
just going down.
You
You're
put-
like,
just
how
put
many
your hand
potatoes
in,
are you
like-
eating? No, never mind.
you just put your hand in a bowl of gravy and just slurps it up. Like,
Well,
That'd
that's
be
what we were
gross.
talking about earlier, Mark. Like if it just had a mind of its own, I don't know how.
Let's focus on it as an extension of your mouth, because we haven't
Okay.
really explored that very much.
so we
Well,
taste
so
what it tastes.
You can taste it. You can completely eat and digest through it. Don't ask how. It just happens.
It just does.
I would just go and have it sewed up.
That sounds painful.
It's still there though.
Yeah, but like,
You've just shut its mouth.
It's like, oh, did you cut your hand? Oh yeah, no, that's my mouth hand. I just sewed it shut. Sorry,
yeah,
what was
I mean,
that?
like,
Mouth hand. What?
I mean, if it's not sentient and it has no feelings or any purpose, and I know it's still there, if I just had it sewed up, then I just
It's
live my
yours.
life.
It's yours though.
Yes, you're right. It's on my hand. It is mine.
It's your mouth. It's your second mouth.
Yeah, but I have my one mouth I can still just use, so I'm okay.
But you feel it being sewed shut.
Like it's still there.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't
Again,
think of it as having feelings.
I would be friends
Your
with my
hand
sentient
has
mouth
feelings.
hand.
I just figured the mouth didn't have feelings because it's an evil thing from another planet. I don't,
We don't know its intentions.
If
Right,
it's
'cause we can't
evil,
talk
it's
to it.
because you're evil.
whoa.
It's your mouth.
Well, but it speaks your most inner thoughts.
Oh, then you have to definitely sew that fucking shit up.
Yeah, now we gotta sew it up.
Now, yes, I will wear the
It's
glove
like
at all times.
you say something like you say what you're thinking, and then it corrects you like, this is what he actually said. It's like, oh no.
It can't lie.
Oh, you look good today. Damn, that's fat. Like, no, shh, mouth.
Stop it.
Mouth hand.
Almost every one of these avenues, I cut my hand off.
It can lie, but it won't.
Jesus Christ.
The only time I keep it is when I can Kamehameha out of it. That's because some motherfuckers on the road need to learn.
It's true. Some motherfuckers need to learn.
Yeah,
It's a kinetic blast, so it's not like killing anybody or beating or like blowing anything up.
It'll just move them away very quickly.
Yeah, it's like just being kicked by a horse, right, Steph?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it won't kill you.
Does that mean if you like hold your controller, it's just like chewing your controller like a bone?
Yeah, you have teeth marks on that side of the controller.
That's why you just gotta hold the control like this.
Let's see how good you do at Evo then.
So like if you're holding a
I'd be
mouse,
fine.
is it just like open on the mouth or on the mouse?
This
Mouth
is what I
open
do.
on the mouse?
I open up my mouth hand, just insert it onto the joystick. So the mouth hand is just like, oh.
And then you
And
just
then
move
I just
it like this. Frustrating.
Also, shout out to Rovi for fixing this for me. Thank you for like
Yeah.
3 years ago, however long that was.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rovi
I
rocks.
just feel like
I would love my mouth hand with all my heart.
No. Leland, are you team cut the hand off or are you keeping it?
I don't know.
I can
a lot of
imagine.
factors.
I can imagine one, dark and stormy night. I've had a few. So is my hand, and we just.
One for me, one for you.
Yeah.
Can I legally marry the hand?
No, it's you.
Is it?
Can I?
Yes.
Well, can't you marry yourself?
No, you can't.
Says who?
Apparently this asshole.
Says the United States of America?
They're not the boss of me.
yeah, have
You tell me what to
married
do?
Objects?
People have married less. Yeah, that one dude married a hologram of Hatsune Miku. Like that's a thing that people do.
Woman married a bridge, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
there's objects that people have married.
That,
Yeah, but
that's
we
what,
don't
that's what the
take
hit show
them
Bridgerton's
seriously,
about.
though.
Huh?
We don't take them seriously, though.
These aren't like legal marriages either.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're just
mean,
social
usually
media marriages.
You could be just like, oh, I married my shoe. Cool. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not like a
look-
document binding.
Yeah, I'm married to my left hand in the eyes of myself and God. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Steph?
Like
I
Letty and
haven't
Dom didn't go to get married anywhere. They just did it in the bathroom. So things are crazy.
It's true. And
Steph,
Letty's taking care of
haven't
another
heard
woman's
where-
child.
Where I am on it, I don't
Yeah,
know.
do you cut your hand off?
I think I might. Just because, like, I've really been thinking where I've been placing my hand throughout this whole conversation, and it's like, I've literally
I have
had
too.
it resting on my foot.
No complaints.
It's resting on my thigh. I was, like, clapping my hands were closed, and just to know that if your hand's in this position, there's a tongue, like, just slapping across the other side, and that bothers me.
Well, all y'all be walking around with a right hand and a stub, while I have a mouth hand.
Well, you know what?
I'm gonna
Your
get one of
mouth
them
hand.
cool fucking
Oh,
prosthetics.
shove it. Oh,
What?
sorry. Because your mouth hand and I have a stub. Never mind.
You want my mouth hand to eat your stub?
No, never mind.
She's gonna choke your stub.
I meant
with
I
her
was
stub.
gonna choke your mouth
hand
with
with
my
her
stub.
stub.
My
Mark
mouth hand's
wants to
gonna
know what
bite
would
you.
we marry. Mark would like to know if we marry an object, what object would it be?
If I were to marry an object, it'd have to be. Oh, it can't be food because I'd eat it so quick.
But that's okay.
What would I?
Yeah, can I marry cheese?
Robot, ew, I hate this. Please cancel the show. We had a good run. 252 episodes.
Yeah, I mean it's the longest podcast I've been on.
If there was an object I could marry,
Yeah, the first thing I was thinking
Probably
was
my
like,
bed.
I was like, can you marry
It's-
a bed?
it's the only thing that's never let me down.
Marrying a blanket seems like appropriate.
I'd marry my cold blanket.
Your what blanket?
My cold blanket.
You have a cold blanket.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just gonna stop there?
Yeah.
It's a blanket that's specifically designed to keep it cool.
Yeah.
So it's
my cold blanket.
It's like a weird thing.
It's like my weighted blanket.
Yeah, it's like one of those.
I like it because I like getting really bundled up in my other blankets, but I put one arm on my cold blanket, and it feels nice.
Keep in mind, she's wearing her like 19 different outfits to get on that cold blanket, but she's still using it.
Well, she's gone through 19 different outfits to get to her final night outfit. After her late night outfit, she put away.
She's wearing socks and sweats and a sweater. Has the blanket up, but she has the one arm on the cold blanket, so she stays cool just on the left arm.
Can I marry my phone?
No, I mean,
Sure.
you could.
I mean, if you want to. It is a
has
know-it-all.
all the. It has
I really want to
everything.
know what the benefits of
It has
marrying
everything
an
you
object are.
What?
I really want to know what the benefits of marrying an object are.
There are none. It's an object. It has no thoughts or
Thanks.
feelings. It has nothing. It's just a fun game.
But then it's also irrelevant to me. Like it doesn't matter. Like I whatever. I'll marry this half bottle of soju. Like it's all the same if it has no effect.
No, Anthony, this is what you do. You marry your phone, right? Then you put all of your credit cards and debt under the phone's name. And then you throw away the phone. It has all the
Kill
debt.
my phone.
It has all the debt, not me. Go find it.
I like where you're going with this.
Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. We're going to get out of here. If you have enjoyed this conversation and have thoughts about
Mouth hands.
what you would do if you had a mouth suddenly appear in the middle of your palm, or what object you would like to marry, feel free to hit us up. We are very interested in your answers. You can find us at all the social medias. We are on the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Facebook. You can find us by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or LORC Podcast. If you are this far and maybe you missed the beginning of the show, or maybe you're already listening to this in its podcast form, you already know we are on the podcast places. Search again League of Ridiculous Conversations to be sure you are subscribed and you are here for every weird ass thing that we fucking get into. This night got weird.
This is a ridiculous conversation.
You said it, everybody.
What if your hand? What if the mouth hand was on the back of your hand? Would that change your mind about anything?
No.
Yes.
Now it's just harder to aim my Shoryuken.
That's a dragon uppercut.
Yeah, my Hadouken.
There you go.
I think I'm more uncomfortable with it being on the back.
Why?
Me
Why?
too.
Why is it on the back just worse?
Because
I don't know.
it's like-
Now you're not.
just
Now
see
you
it.
can hold stuff and you're not tasting it all the time. You know.
No, have you ever accidentally hit your
fair.
hand on someone while walking with them? Now imagine a mouth at the end of your
I
hand.
just drop an olive into it once in a while.
I would like my mouth hand even more if it's on the backside of my hand. I would like it even more.
It does seem like less hindering that way.
Yeah.
That's true. Wait, did you say you would drop an olive into it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay.
to defeat it, just drop. Boop. There you
Yeah.
go.
Because mouth hands love olives.
One gin-soaked olive.
There it is.
If you would like to help us get back up to 69 topics on the list of ridiculousness, wait a minute. Cornbread.
Tell me your jersey without telling me your jersey. I drop olives in my hands.
I'm just gonna have to choose to ignore that and keep going. Email us any of your thoughts for topic ideas. We add them to the list and then randomly choose one unless Leland just decides we're gonna do the hand thing again. But you can
No,
email
I
us
will
at
never do this again.
lorcpodcast@gmail.com. Leland, you're on the internet. People might be interested in following you. How would they?
You can follow my artistic journey on Instagram and Facebook at Leland Pierce Art. I'm still having a love affair with 1980s He-Mans.
I liked your tiger today.
I hated it so much.
Oh, no, it was good.
I fucked up. And because I can't see certain colors, I didn't know that the background became a color. And then when I went to do the background, the layer was screwed and I had already gone so far, I could not put a background on it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not starting over. I had layer issues.
Well, it still
but thank
looks
you.
great.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
I'm sorry, did you say your handle?
I did.
Okay. Jordan, your turn.
Yeah, you can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. And twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. Fridays I play Dark Souls 2. It's a lot of fun. If it's spicy, you should come hang out. Saturdays I play fighting games. This past Saturday, I was joined by my good buddies, Artificial Ignorance and Gigi Bevan. And we played King of Fighters for 7 hours.
Yeah, that was a long stream.
It's so much fun though. That game is really, really fun. If you've ever been curious about King of Fighters, this is the one to get into. But get it on PC because some of the consoles have issues. You know who also did like a 8-hour stream over the weekend? Cornbread. Final Fantasy 14. 8 hours playing beating Endwalker. That was awesome.
Last weekend I had you, Cornbread, and Revi all up at the store at the same time, and I didn't know who to mute or who to turn down because at one point I heard her excitement, your yelling, and then very clinical stuff coming from Revi's stream. It's like, whatever. I don't know. I had you all up at the same time. Maybe it was a replay. I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but yes, King of Fighters, lots of fun. I would say get it on PC because some of the console versions have issues. Specifically, the PS5 version has a lot of issues. Just with there's just lag in the game for some reason. But get on PC. I have no idea how the Xbox version is going, but there's more players on PlayStation than there's Xbox. So, if you're gonna get a PlayStation version, get the PS4 version, and you should be fine. Anyway, King of Fighters 15, lots of fun. Shattered my expectations. I think I like King of Fighters now because I've never played one before. And then Sunday, I usually like go into my backlog and just play something from there. But I didn't stream on Sunday. I just played 2 reruns. That was cool. So I could just dedicate the entire day to playing Horizon Forbidden West, which is a lot of fun. And I highly recommend it. If you enjoyed Horizon Zero Dawn, play Forbidden West. Even if you don't have a PS5, the game still looks fantastic on a base PS4 because the original Horizon was made on a base PS4. Still looks great. I think that's it for me. Yeah, the end. Steph, you go.
I'm on the internet. You can find me at Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS. I don't really have much going on.
That's okay. Remember, we also stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesdays is what you're watching right now, the League of Ridiculous Conversations podcast. Thursdays is Co-op Thursday, where Steph and I get together and we play a game. We've been playing The Forest. It's a lot of fun. We made a lot of progress last week. I'm looking forward to going again this week. And on Sundays is LRC Gaming, which this past week it was strictly Red Dead Online. Looked like a fun time you guys had while I was not there.
It was fun.
I was just playing Horizon the whole time, so I was like, you guys have fun without me. And since we're talking about streaming things, shout out to everyone that's been watching this whole time. IG88, Beck, we love you. Cartoon of 21, Shane, you're my boy. I am Rovi, also my boy. Not on the Monday show, our boy. Riff, Scott, also our boy. Cornbread, as always. And shouts to the people lurking. I know some people don't like to be called out while they're lurking, but I see you, Nipron.
Hi.
I see you, Jonathan. Thank you guys all for being here. I was playing with the rubber band and I dropped it, so Anthony, you take it out.
It's weird when you do the shout outs and then I gotta do my gross bit. I'd like to request we not do it in that order next time.
I totally forgot you do a gross bit.
And if you'd like my 4D experience, then find me at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and the Twitter. See, like now would be a good time to do stuff like that.
Look, we're workshopping stuff. It's been 252 episodes. We're figuring stuff out still.
Yeah, we're still working the kinks out.
Yeah.
We really need to start the show.
Cue the music.
Beverly Brontosaurus.
So until next week, I'm Anthony, and in alphabetical order we are.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Leland.
I'm Steph.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.